The US Constitution has 27 amendments, of which more are added whenever a change is needed, like for the abolition of slavery in 1865. There are amendments that seem to directly serve rich people and also punish poor people. One example of this is the 8th Amendment that reads as follows: "The government cannot demand excessive bail or fines, or any cruel and unusual punishment." A logical implementation of this would be that bail would be calculated by a mixture of the harshness of a crime
and the net worth of an individual.
In practice, there are lots of cases where people get bail that is outright unpayable to them, due to them being too poor. This system can make a poor person's experience of being accused of a crime insufferable, whereas a rich person would only be mildly inconvenienced.
I have been mildly inconvenienced!
Another aspect of the duality between the rich and the poor that is enhanced because of the US legal system is jury duty. Since a jury consists of common people with no expertise of the law, they can be more easily swayed by emotion and completely disregard the facts. The O.J. Simpson trial is an excellent example of this. The trial took place not long after the Rodney King beating, where black people were beaten by police, sparking protests soon after. The defense of O.J. Simpson was being led by a black lawyer named Johnny Cochran. The defense knew that the country's black citizens would be susceptible to a theory portraying that O.J. Simpson was being framed for the crime because he was black. And this made them push for a mostly black jury. After getting a mostly black jury, they started playing the race card as hard as they could, trying to frame the prosecution and the cops arresting O.J. as racist. The defense knew that if the jury believed that the cops were racist, then those cops would have had better motives to frame him because of it. As you probably know, O.J. Simpson won the trial and was let go. Would this have happened if he hadn't been rich? Probably not. In Sweden, we don't have bail or jury duty. If you are charged with murder, you will be imprisoned until you're let go after the trial, assuming that you're innocent. You will also be compensated for the time you were falsely imprisoned if you are judged innocent. The people judging you during the trial will also be people that are trained to look at the facts and aren't easily swayed by emotion. Sometimes we have people being let go from horrible crimes due to a lack of evidence or not being punished enough, which people feel is a travesty. We had a case not long ago where 2 men broke into a woman's apartment and brutally beat and raped her. One of these men was imprisoned for 4.5 years and sentenced to be deported afterwards. After his sentence, he proved that he was underage while committing the crime and was compensated to the tune of $75,000 because he was sentenced as an adult. This was a case that had a lot of people question the legal system in Sweden and express outrage,
Morally outraged.
regarding our punishment of criminals, which many perceive as too mild.